Hey everyone, it's your main man, the Sandman here, back with a quick video. You know, I like Monster Hunter, and there's a specific thing coming out in about March 26, 2021, and that's Monster Hunter Rise. Apart from that one shit post that I posted, I haven't really spoken my initial thoughts on the game, and I haven't even spoken my initial thoughts on Monster Hunter in general, which is a whole nother topic to go to, but I guess, you know, for right now, let's just talk about Rise. Anyways, fellas, let's get to the nitty gritty. So first off, what are my initial thoughts on Monster Hunter Rise? I'm sure you care, because I am a pretty well-known individual with an opinion, of course. So, graphically wise, of course it'd be toned down a bit because, you know, it's gonna run on the Switch. But the fact that there is gonna be a Monster Hunter game coming on the Switch is good. Why? Because I think the developers in Capcom are thinking, hey, we'll capitalize on both the Switch and the, you know, next gen hardware that's coming out, and we're just gonna capitalize on that stuff. So I'm pretty sure after March of 2021, I don't know, maybe they'll release a new Monster Hunter game in maybe like 2023 or 2024 or something like that. And that will be the, I don't know, 6th installment of Monster Hunter? I'm not sure. But, anyways, graphically wise, of course it's toned down. But I don't mind about that. I just love just how it's stylized, personally. Especially the fact that they're bringing it back to this sort of Japanese style. There's this article in imore.com. Again, I haven't looked at any Tokyo Game Show stuff in full. I haven't looked at like any direct info on the game from the directors, unfortunately. I only got some information from YouTubers like Gaijin Hunter, and as well as a Rex Gaming and Rook Iron, you know, those guys. But anyways, first off, you got the new village hub, and it's gonna be called the Ninja Inspired Kimura Village. And let me just say, I like it. I like that they're going back to this Japanese style. You know, it's not very colorful. It's not as colorful as what was that one old village in to me it doesn't seem as colorful as Kimura Village back in Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. But the fact that they're like actually going back to that Japanese art style is pretty darn cool, in my opinion, you know. Probably because I'm a weeaboo or something. Alright, here's one thing that I want to talk about, just real quick off the bat. The shrine ruins. They say that this new locale that they're having, which is from what I see extremely like very huge, is called the Shrine Ruins. And coming from the iMore article, it said that it is once a spiritual place. The monsters in this game are kind of based on shit. Where are they based on? My fucking head bumpy. The monsters in this game are based on yokai. Yokai are basically supernatural monsters and spirits in Japanese folklore, or something like that. The word yokai is made up of a kanji for bewitching, attractive, calamity. Basically, yokai is like some sort of, I don't know, demonic, entity. And I think that is a dope idea for an elder dragon. So if they base a yokai off of an elder dragon, that's a cool idea, Monster Hunter. All of that aside, let's just get to the nitty gritty about the details of the gameplay here. First of all, we got the wire bug, and what can I say about the wire bug? It's cool. It's dope. It's Spider-Man with It's Spider-Man with Monster Hunter. How could you not like it? An article from Fanbyte said, and also I got this from Gaijin Hunter, that unfortunately we won't get a new weapon this time, nor will we get the Prowler, which sucks. I did like the Prowler, even though I played with it like twice in Monster Hunter Generations. And I always thought if they added like a Monster Hunter World-based Prowler, then that might actually be pretty dope. But unfortunately, there won't be Prowlers coming in Monster Hunter Rise, unfortunately, which is a bummer, but you know, what can you do? There's doggos in this game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know about that because that's the first thing that showed up in Monster Hunter Rise. They're called Palamutes. They're called Palamutes, and you can pet them. Take that, Genshin Impact. And this article from Fanbyte says that it will play similar to World, at least mostly. There are also other sources that say that it will have the combined feeling of both World and Generations. However, it will be its own thing. So yeah, that's what was quoted from. That's what was basically quoted from the directors. I'm interested in it's the own thing aspect. Of course, the water bug will have something to do with it, but we can only speculate and think about what that could be. It also says that each cooldown takes longer during combat than during regular traversal through a wire bug. So that means going from area to area by a wire bug will be much easier. Though I'm pretty sure it will, you know, I don't know, you'll lose stamina through it or something else. I'm not sure. Another source from this fanbyte said that mounting will be completely overhauled in some way, so that players won't abuse mounting. And I am kind of glad for this because one thing I was scared of regarding the wire bug is that it will be just as OP as the aerial style in Monster Hunter Generations. I mean, that's what I got from the aerial style in Monster Hunter Generations. If you think the aerial style is completely balanced in Monster Hunter Generations, then that's just your opinion. But in my opinion, I'm not too fond of the aerial style. Especially with Greatsword. Speaking of Traversal, it's Monster Hunter Rise. Basically, you can basically go wherever you want in every area in the game, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not sure if there are or are not limitations. I could look at the Tokyo Game Show gameplay and find that out for myself, but no, I'm making this video right now. Okay, maybe I'll try and maybe I'll edit in some Tokyo Game Show gameplay to confirm whether or not this is true. Blood is back. I guess if you're an edgelord and you may be glad that Blood has come back to Monster Hunter Rise. Wait, is Blood really back? Perhaps I need some Tokyo Game Show gameplay here. Oh shit, Blood is back! Okay, alright, so Blood is back. Blood is back, boy. My thoughts on this, I don't really care. One thing that I kinda wanted the game to implement, and this is a really edgelord-esque thing, but I think it would still be cool to implement. Just how about you implement the concept of like chopping the monster's head off and carving it? Like you would think, okay, yeah, but if you chop the monster's head off, he would be dead. And yeah, but maybe if your final slash is from chopping the monster's head off, like, you know, with a greatsword or something, then you'll be rewarded even more from its head and carving its head. It could be an interesting mechanic they could add there. But again, it may be too gruesome or violent for I don't know, the teenage audience, I guess. I don't know, but either way, I think that would be cool. Some new monsters have come back. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can find out which ones are in the trailer. The Azuros first off, which I think came from Monster Hunter Portable 3rd initially, which is pretty cool considering that it came from Japan and now it's coming back in Japan, I guess. I mean, the Azuros has been around for quite a while, and I mean, it's been around in generations too. Another monster that is also seen in the trailer is this one monster that kinda seems similar to the Nurse-Skrilla, but it's like some fiery Nurse-Skrilla. I don't know. Alright, so you got quick shots of Toby Kadachi right there. It's pretty obvious that's definitely Toby. There's Azuros. There's Azuros squaring off with that new monster. Don't know any of their names yet. And there's this boy. I mean, this boy, it seems like Nurse-Skrilla. Like, if I look at it, it looks like Nurse-Skrilla like all day. But the thing is, it's the fire. I don't know if it's like a sort of volcanic area, Nurse-Skrilla. Alright, so it's not Nurse-Skrilla, it's actually Yatsukadaki. I'm getting this from a source from Fanbyte again. It's a spider covered in webs with a long neck. Even the source from Fanbyte said it resembles Nurse-Skrilla, so I'm not even sure. I'm assuming either way, they're probably gonna bring back Nurse-Skrilla. But who knows? I don't know. I think the other team in Capcom are like, they like to be funky with their monsters, make them a bit more how to say it, fantasy-esque, while still keeping the ecology and the like you know, down to earth real aspect of Monster in their life. Like they take like dabble a little bit more on fantasy. I think that's what the B team in Monster Hunter likes to do, which I really fuck with. Anyways, there's a Tetradon. Sorry if I'm butchering any of these names, any of these fictional names. Askensom, Izuchi, the Great Izuchi, Oi, the Boonbujina, a small monster with raccoon-like feathers. What the heck? Oh, it seems. Oh, that thing. Chonky. Okay, yeah, I like the Bubunjina. Yeah, the Bubunjina is probably gonna be my favorite monster in this game. And then we have our main boy, Magnamalo. What I think of Magnamalo is it's alright, as the tail looks weird for its sort of design, in my opinion. It looks more, I don't know, fin like, if you know what I mean. It looks more, I don't know, it looks like the tail belongs to like a leviathan or something. I don't know, like, or some tentacle from a squid monster. But either way, this guy looks pretty dope. Would like to see more gameplay of him. He's obviously gonna be in the front cover of the game, but obviously you know how Monster Hunter stories be. They're pretty simple. You know, this Magnamalo dude is probably just gonna be just a it's probably gonna be like, you know, the big baddie, but then he's not really the big baddie. There's another big baddie that we gotta worry about, and you know, that's a real big baddie. That's pretty much how all Monster Hunter that's pretty much how all Monster Hunter plots go. No plans for G rank. Oh no. That's sad. I just realized I just got word from the fanbyte source that there's no plans for G rank. What I didn't get, the information that I haven't got is that if there will be an add-on or like expansion, or maybe just like free content, like the free add-on content, like add the addition of new monsters like Dojo, like the ones we got, like, you know, I remember that Dojo was initially like free add-on content for Monster Hunter. I'm not sure if that will be a thing, but also I've heard that but I also heard that event quests will go back to being downloadable. This was like a common thing in the old Monster Hunter games. Speaking of a common thing in the old Monster Hunter games, here's a big controversial thing that we should discuss here. The Gathering Hub system. Okay. So I am pretty neutral on the subject. However, deep within my heart of hearts, you know, deep within my soul, I feel that it's only right that they went back to the 4-player system instead of having the 16-player system. Now, hold up. I know it may have been fun to, you know, fuck around with, like, you know, 10 people at a time, like, you know, repeatedly spamming the same gesture over and over again. But usually those moments are extremely fleeting. Like, they happen whenever like a big update comes around. Like, usually whenever Safi Jiva or Elatrion come out, that's when I see the most people around. But apart from that, there's like nobody around whenever I join hubs. To be more specific, that's the Discord hub that I go to. Shout out to the Doom Saloon. Anyways, some people may hate this. Specifically, there was someone in the Discord that said that it sucked because most people would want to just come in and lobby, get their own hunts done, and not you know, just leave after they finish whatever they wanted to finish. It should be goddamn multiplayer etiquette that each person is allowed either turns or just, you know, go by the law of equivalent exchange. If I do 3 hunts with you, you're sure as hell gonna do 3 hunts with me, or there's gonna be hell to pay, motherfucker. But unfortunately, I can't talk shit with them because there's no native voice chat. And that's something that grinds my gears. Nintendo, Capcom, Monster Hunter, I don't know who to blame here, but why is there no voice chat enabled? Like, this should be obvious. Like, I want to talk to the boys who are playing Monster Hunter. I want to talk to my brothers from another mothers, if you know what I mean. But unfortunately, they don't want to allow us to communicate. That is very, very disappointing, and I am disappointed in all of you. You guys should know better. Anyways, moving on. You can't play as Prowler. Bullshit. I already touched on that. Here's some good news. Yes, I said it. This is good news. My boy Ichino's. Sorry. Really insensitive of me to butcher your name. However, I'm gonna do it anyways. Alright, I was close enough. He's your boy Ichinose. So what it's saying is that cutscenes are now officially skippable in both multiplayer and single player quests. And I didn't mention that point too. Multiplayer and single player, splitting quests from village quest to guild quests. And now the 4-player hubs, it's kind of sus to me, but I think splitting these things, I think splitting those quests was a good idea on their part. Not only because there will be more content for, I guess, people to, you know, do. There will be more monsties for them to hunt, and also, you know, if they don't have no internet, you know, might as well play Monster Hunter, you know, single player. But however, there's one point that I did notice that was pretty dope. So not only will single player and multiplayer quests be separated, but the single player progression will not affect the multiplayer progression and vice versa. Now, to put some context in this, in some of the old Monster Hunter games, you did have to complete single player campaign to advance further in the guild quests. You did have to advance further into the single player village quests in order to advance further into the multiplayer guild quests. And the fact that this is coming from IGN, you know, not from the Tokyo Game Show, but the fact that they might be doing that is cool. And here's why. Because now, if you want to play Monster Hunter completely multiplayer, you still can. Not only can you play it completely multiplayer, you can skip all the cutscenes that you like. And we don't even know if, you know, we can share cutscenes. I mean, there are cutscenes that are pretty much shareable. It's just that you need like 4 players to press the start button to skip them all at once. An example of this is usually from the sieges in Monster Hunter World, Quilteroth and Sapijiva. The fact that they decided to not only split it, but not make it affect like what quests you do or the things you do, that's what I'm gonna like. Yeah, and we have this asshole over here. I'm not gonna say who tweeted this because I don't want to, you know, put any hate on the individual. Even though I have a small following, obviously, I don't want to put any hate on anybody. But the fact that you said a rip on a single and multiplayer quest being separated means that you definitely have no idea about how stupid the Monster Hunter World cutscenes were. I know that like so many of my close friends were like just put off by the fact that you had to wait you had to wait for someone to go through like this cutscene in the story, because the multiplayer and the story were just connected, and it just did not mesh well with the multiplayer. It just, whenever people see that sign that says, oh, you can't join the quest because the player hosting the quest is going through a cutscene, it's just infuriating to see. Like, no. So the fact that you said rip on this it isn't a rip. This isn't a rip at all, my mans. This is it's alive. It's alive now. That's all I'm gonna say. This is gonna make the multiplayer aspect so much better, while also giving the single player aspect some love. Because of course you'd love to see some Monster Hunter cutscenes. It's just that you don't want to fuck with your friends, you know? So I'm glad this is coming back. Anyways, what else could I go over here? I mean, I think I've pretty much gone over basically everything, but I just want to get my thoughts out on the new Monster Hunter Rise, because, you know, Monster Hunter really is like pretty much my baby. When it comes to video games, it's pretty much the game that I grew up with, you know, and You love to see the game that you grew up with that was initially like a niche franchise like grow into this big thing, and you know, and they're making a shitty C-rated movie out of it, and you know, you just love to see it. You love to see the good stuff out of it. And let's just look at this little chubber for a second. Mr. My boy be Dick. Mr. fucking Thickums over here with his fucking belly fat, just being like, "Hey, how's it going?" Yeah, I'm gonna call him Mr. Chunkles for now. He be a chunky boy. Look at this chunk. Look at this chunk. Look at the amount of chunk on this man. You know, I think that's gonna be the best, you know, part of Monster Hunter. This specific animal right here. The chunk, if you know what I mean. About the chunk, the chunk. All right, I'm gonna stop the chunk. Anyways, that's all I gotta say about Monster Hunter Rise. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. All I gotta say is like, subscribe, and comment if you want to, you know, give your opinions on whatever. If there's something I missed, you can also, you know, say something about that. Or if there's information that if there's any information that I got wrong or got twisted, or maybe this article was saying the wrong stuff, you can also comment that down below. Like or dislike, whatever you want. Just hope you guys just enjoyed the video, and overall, we're entertained. This is me, your main man, the Sandman, signing off. Sayonara, and hope you guys have a good day. Bussy.